Question: what score do I need to achieve in order to become a nurse in New Zealand? The Nursing Council approved English tests are OET, Occupational English Test, and IELTS, International English Language Testing System, Academic. For OET, you should achieve a minimum score of 350 for reading, listening, and speaking, and a minimum score of 300 for writing. For IELTS Academic, you should achieve a minimum score of 7 for reading, listening, speaking, and a minimum score of 6.5 for writing. You can achieve the minimum score in the English language test over more than one sitting. However, the required score must be met within 12 months of first sitting the test and met within 3 years of CGFNS submitting the report to Nursing Council. There may be some situation where the English language test can be waived, and more recently, the Nursing Council has also published clearer guidance around computer-based testing. So if you want to know more about that, then grab a pen, take some notes. Details up next. On my previous video, I briefly talked about the new minimum writing score. On this video, I will give more information about that and also talk about the computer-based testing because we have more clarity around that from Nursing Council, and obviously the evidence pathway for providing evidence for nurses that they meet the English competency. By the way, if we're just meeting, kia ora, my name is Binibining Veronica. I'm the little cup from New Zealand to Australia, helping you organize your new life abroad. I create weekly videos just like this one, so if you're new here, please make sure to hit like and subscribe. Salamat po! Question: why do we have an English test anyway? Effective communication, specifically comprehension, is a core part of being able to safely practice as a nurse. That's why we have strong emphasis on communicating effectively with our patients, their family, as well as with other nurses and members of the healthcare team. Now, in relation to this competency, the Council said that it has carefully considered the change around its requirement. They said that they balanced the need to ensure English language competence for safe practice with the need to avoid undue barriers to registration. Now, just for your reference, I'll just read a little bit here. So it says here, the Nursing Council has decided that the minimum score for the writing band will be changed to 6.5 in the International English Language Testing System and 300 in the Occupational English Test. This change takes effect at 9 a.m. 19 August 2022. There will be no change to the required reading, speaking, and listening band scores. These will remain at 7 for IELTS and 350 for OET. The Nursing Council will continue to accept either IELTS Academic or OET tests of English and has decided to not prioritize one of these tests over the other. If you are enjoying this video, please hit subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you will know when I upload new videos just like this one. And if you want to support the channel, click that super thanks icon at the bottom of the video or simply buy me a coffee by clicking the link below. Alternatively, a big thumbs up always goes a long way. Salamat po! Now let's talk more about computer-based and online testing. The Council has provided clear guidance on this policy as follows. Testing that occurs at an IELTS or OET testing venue but that is undertaken on a computer will be accepted by the Council. Fully online computer-based testing, for example, OET at home or IELTS online, will not be accepted by the Council. And finally, the speaking test component of the OETs on computer mode, which is delivered online but with a live assessor, will be accepted by the Council. The Council will also continue to monitor developments in the security and effectiveness of new testing modes, and this includes engaging with other agencies that use English language testing, such as Immigration New Zealand and international regulators, to ensure that their policy reflects any developments in security and technology of online testing. So there are 3 pathways in which nurses can prove that they have met the English language competence, and previously pathways 2 and 3 were often referred to as waivers. Now, the Council is changing their language to evidence pathway to emphasize that all nurses must supply evidence demonstrating English competence. So for your reference, 3 pathways are test-based, education-based, and registration-based. So this table gives greater clarity around who is eligible for the education and registration pathways. For example, to be eligible for the registration-based pathway, a nurse must have sat an English language test to gain registration. This accounts for some Canadian and US states where registration does not have an English language requirement. Similarly, for a nurse to be eligible for the education-based pathway, they must have completed their initial nursing education in English. Evidence of postgraduate or post-experience courses in English will not be accepted unless these enabled nursing registration in one of the countries listed, such as some master's qualification. By the way, if you are thinking that today is the day that you will start your nursing career abroad plan, then you can grab my free planner. It's just available in my YouTube channel. It's free to download and free for you to use. I hope this can be of help to you. And now, a quick shout out to Australian registered nurses. Under the Trans-Tasman Mutual Recognition Act 1997, a nurse registered in Australia is generally entitled to registration in Aotearoa, New Zealand. A nurse with Australian registration therefore does not need to provide evidence of English language competence to the Nursing Council. I have previously created a video on how to become a registered nurse from Australia to New Zealand via Trans-Tasman Mutual Recognition Act, so I will put up the info card above for your reference. For your reference, we also have a Discord community of Filipino nurses living in Singapore and Middle East who wants to move to New Zealand. So if you want to chat with the group, I will write the link to the Discord community in the description box below. Question of the day. Given the changes to the minimum score required for writing, do you think you now have a better chance in setting your IELTS or OET? Or do you think that 7 or 350 in reading, listening, speaking remains to be a challenging task to achieve? Let me know in the comment section below. For your reference, I also get asked a lot of, which should I apply first? Should I take an English test first? Or should I pay for the CGFNS application, that CVS NZ service? Well, it will really totally depend on you, which one you want to do first, your English test or CGFNS. What is more important is for you to remember that once you've purchased your CVS NZ service, it's only valid for 12 months. So you have 12 months to complete all of your requirements, your English test, proof of identity, your forms from PRC, from your school, from your employer. You only have 12 months to do all of that. And once that 12 months has lapsed, the service that you purchased is technically expired. So you can extend for another 12 months, but you just have to pay that service again. So yeah, whether you start with your English test or whether you start paying CGFNS, it's totally up to you. If you find this video helpful, then you may want to check out my other videos about IELTS or OET, or alternatively, you may want to check out my playlist about how to become a registered nurse in New Zealand. As always, I wish you all the best with your journey and I hope you will be blessed. I'll see you soon. Bye!
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy.